Thursday morning to you. It's a nice sunny day in St. Louis. So make sure that you get out and enjoy some of the sunshine that we have here today. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Lead, Connect, Grow. We do this every morning. Short, quick little video, provide some daily motivation, and just kind of give you some daily rituals. Here's what we've got for today. Obviously, every morning we'd like you to do your gratitude, your affirmations, your positive readings, and move your body and feed your mind. And then we give you a special task each day, a different task each day. To do, and today's focus is perform a random act of kindness. And this all kind of maybe Natalie. I want to thank Natalie yesterday for kind of sharing some stuff about her family, her grandfather with the wild horses and whatnot. And it made me think. I spent a little bit of time last night thinking about my mom and dad. Known to me as Mommy and Poppy, and known to everybody, all of my kids and grandkids and nieces, aunts, and uncles as Omi and Opa. I know that I've talked about them in the past at some of the retreats and some of the things. And what I found really remarkable, and I'm kind of reminded as we're going through this COVID-19, where life has been altered, right? So it's changed. I mean, we're all experiencing some changes that are going on right now. And I remember in my parents' later years, as they moved into dementia and into Alzheimer's, their minds, their short-term memory, they couldn't remember things, right, from a short term, but they could remember things that happened in their childhood like it was yesterday. And it was probably the first time in my life that my mother and father talked very openly about being children in World War II. I want to thank Natalie first off for sharing about her family and her grandfather yesterday, because it brought my parents back to mind, and it brought back some of the stories that they shared with me in the later years of in the end of their life about things that I didn't really know really throughout my entire life. And I just want to bring some correlation to what we're going through, that things change, right? With the COVID-19, I mean, we're obviously experiencing some change, but we're going to make it through this. We're going to get to the other side. And I just remember stories that they told me about being in Germany during World War II. They were both born in 1934, so they were 9, 10, and 11. During World War II, and they were not here. They were not in the United States. They were in Germany, and so you can imagine what wartime on the fields of Germany and in the cities of Germany was like. They were both evacuated from their city because of bombing that was happening to the city. They were both evacuated out to smaller communities out in the country, and at the end of the war, they actually both found themselves behind the Russian lines, and they had to travel. My mother traveled predominantly by train to get back to the city. My father traveled by both train and foot. And it just really made me identify and really reach out to their spirit yesterday in thinking about what that might have been like. And really not, being behind the Russian lines, knowing that they had to get west, that was first and foremost and the most important thing. And then when they returned to the city that they grew up in and that they loved so much, much of it, they were both in the same city. They didn't know each other at that time. That's what their home city was the same. They didn't know each other at the time, but they returned, luckily enough that they both returned to their home still intact, but they returned to a city that was completely, totally demolished. So talk about something that has changed, and talk about overcoming something that has changed the way that their life really, the trajectory of their life from there on. But they overcame, they made it through, and they made a great life for themselves, and it was all temporary. So this all leads me up to, I've included a video, you'll see it above the link. It's a YouTube video. It's a short one, about 3 minutes. And I really encourage you all to watch this video, short 3-minute video. And it's just a quick little book report about a book called Who Moved My Cheese? And it's there's 5 or 6 lessons out of that book. And I think it's a great time to take 3-4 minutes out of your day and watch that video, because our cheeses got moved. And the one of the lessons in that is that when your cheese gets moved, you have to adapt quickly. The faster you adapt, the happier you will be. The longer it takes you to adapt to the new way of doing things, the more unhappy you will be. So anyway, I hope you find it useful today. I hope you find this video useful today, and I hope you take 3-4 minutes to watch that quick little book review on Who Moved My Cheese. The link should be right above this video. Take care now. Have a good day.